Hello and welcome to the Man Games. This is another episode of Fun with Figures. Today we're going to be looking at 10 more figures. There is today 10, sorry, no, there is 9. There is 9 of the Jakks figures and 1 of the Mattel figures. So we'll start off with the Mattel figure first. It is a Sin Cara figure. So it is based on when he first debuted in the WWE in his blue attire. This is before Hunico took over as Sin Cara. That is why there is no tattoo on the chest and arm. Good figure. I've never really been a massive fan of Sin Cara, especially when it was this Sin Cara. I was more of a fan when Hunico was the Sin Cara, but I just kind of think he didn't live up to the hype personally. Obviously, I'm sure lots of people remember him not being able to wrestle a match because he broke his finger. So I suppose most wrestlers think he should just man up and get on with it. Most wrestlers, dislocate things and they just manage to pop them back in. I know everyone's different. Everyone always feels, different about certain things. But yeah, Sin Cara broke a finger and wanted the ref to stop the match. So yeah, I think that was in a match with Del Rio, and Alberto Del Rio wasn't very happy about that at all. So yeah, that was Sin Cara to start the day off with today. The only Mattel figure we will go through today. So next up we have a Tommy Dreamer figure. So this came in a pack of 6 wrestlers. It was a special ECW set. So there was Tommy Dreamer, CM Punk, The Sandman, Elijah Burke, Bobby Lashley, and Kevin Thorne. In a pack of 6, I believe it came with the ECW Championship, some kendo sticks, and a trash can. Obviously, there might be more accessories that I just can't remember. So, yeah, good figure though. It has been well played with. There is quite a bit of hair missing, colour that is, of the hair on top of his head. But I remember buying this for my nephew as a Christmas present, and this was his favourite one in the box. It got well played with. He loved doing the ECW spot where Tommy Dreamer used to hang his opponent down in the turnbuckle and then drop kick their face after saying ECW. That was always a favourite move to hit when we used to play with the figures together. So yeah, that was Tommy Dreamer. Next up today we have JBL. So I believe this was in an ECW range of figures also, which I find a bit strange as JBL was never in ECW. I don't recall. Don't remember even doing commentary in ECW, but I might be wrong. If I am wrong, let me know in the comments. I know he was at ECW One Night Stand, but is it really worth bringing a wrestler out of him in an ECW range of figures? When you could, there's plenty of people you could bring out in an ECW range of figures. Just list a few off the top of my head. There's the Dudley Boys, Raven, RVD, Rhino, the Sandman. There is loads of better ECW wrestlers to put in a range. So why would you pick JBL? But moving forward, so this figure came with his white cowboy hat and maybe a microphone. So yeah, we'll just look at the back of the figure. There's a few marks there, but other than that, in good condition. But obviously this figure is probably more based on, JBL being at a commentator's desk more than an actual figure that you would use in matches. So yeah, that was JBL. So next up today we have, it's the Boogeyman. He's coming to get you. This is a real good figure because it's still in amazing condition. It's like it's never been played with. There is a few armbands that are missing, but other than that, the figure is as good as new, personally, I think. Yeah, not a lot of marks on the back neither. Face paint's still all intact. Yeah, looks really good. One of my issues with the figure is just the stiff legs. When you're playing with the figures, it's a bit hard to maybe, do all the moves you would like to do with a figure. Which makes you think, when they make these figures, do they actually try and have matches with the figure, but they probably don't. So yeah, moving forward, we'll get rid of the Boogeyman. Next up we have Booker T. Now I believe this was based on around the time when he was King Booker it was in a double pack again. It was in the Adrenaline line with Sharmell, Queen Sharmell. I believe it came with a crown. I'm not sure if it was hers or his. She was in a kind of dress that you could remove if you'd wish. This figure's back of the hair is missing. But other than that, really, it's in good condition. There's a few white marks on the knees and the top of the right leg. But other than that, in good condition. So yeah, that is Booker T, the five-time. I think I said five times. Yeah, Booker T. Anyway, moving forward. So next up, Triple H. So this figure's got a bit of colour missing in the hair. This was based around the time, I think, WrestleMania 22 got maybe around there, where he's about to challenge John Cena for the WWE Championship. It's not a bad figure, it's not a great figure. I suppose we get to review a good figure of Triple H on the show, unfortunately. There are some out there, just I just don't have any of them here. I mean, obviously, if you do like this figure, let me know in the comments. It's just not one of my personal favourites. Just think it's a bit boring, really. Not much really to it. But yeah, so that's Triple H. Next up today, we have a Kurt Angle figure. So I believe this came with a SmackDown Tag Team Championship belt. I remember buying this in a second-hand shop. I think it was only a few quid, to be honest. So yeah, I bought it for my nephew. I think it is missing some knee pads, but other than that, it is in well played with condition. But it's there is other figures out there that are in a lot worse, more condition than this. So yeah, that is Kurt Angle, your Olympic gold medalist. Next up, we have, this might be my favourite one of the day. It is Jeff Hardy. I really like this figure. I think it's really good. If I picked one negative thing about it, is the chain around the neck. Why have it, painted on like it would be a tattoo? Put the real thing on there. If you're gonna do it right. You can see the tattoo there, and you can see the tattoo on the back of the neck there, which is really good. Yeah, I really like the face paint. Obviously, Sting is my all-time favourite wrestler, so yeah, I do like face paint on wrestlers. The one thing I will say about Jeff Hardy is I kind of think it should be a bit more like Finn Balor the Demon, only wear it, in certain situations. You don't need to wear it all the time. I don't know, for me, it just doesn't really fit with a character. Why sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't. But yeah, so this came with an Undertaker figure in the Adrenaline line also. I'm not sure if it came with any accessories or not. If I find a picture, I will add that into the video later on. So yeah, there is slight mixed match colours in the hair, only slightly. But yeah, no, it is a good figure. It's probably one of my favourite of the day today. So yeah, that is Jeff Hardy. So another figure that was in the Adrenaline line, Christian. Now I believe this came with a Trish Stratus figure. I really like Christian. I think the WWE could have done more with him. I know he obviously won a lot of belts and had loads of great matches, but I think he could have easily had more title matches than he did. Obviously, his matches with Randy Orton were brilliant. For the World Championship, I also am a big fan of his match with Del Rio at one of the SummerSlams. I believe it might have been 2013, perhaps it was. It certainly have been around that time he fought Del Rio. Yeah, that was a really good match. So a good figure, a bit of wear and tear on the head there, a few marks on the back, but no, I really like the figure. There's a few red marks on the boots, and where the paint somehow got from the tights onto the boots, but yeah, no, good figure, Christian, good guy, Christian. I actually met Christian, he's a real nice guy. He was late to the signing because his flight got delayed, but he was there straight away. He made time to talk to people, and he was one of these guys that asked you questions as well. He didn't just you just didn't talk to him and then he'd be like, right, see you then, like some guys are. No, he wanted to know about your day, where you were from, how you were doing. So yeah, good guy Christian. And lastly today is another good figure. This is RVD. So I think this might have been based on the Raw magazine set of figures that they brought out. Yeah, really like the figure, like the attire. If I had to nitpick one thing, it would be why the thumbs, in the right place to do the Rob Van Dam. But that's it. There's slight paint work missing there. I do actually think this figure looks more like Rob Van Dam from the side than actually face on. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. Maybe this is actually the best figure of the day. Maybe it wasn't Jeff Hardy. But yeah, these two are probably definitely my favourite two of the day. I will just see if I can find that Jeff Hardy figure again. Close the show with. Yep, there we go. So yeah, we'll finish on these two, seeing as these two are the better two figures we've looked at today. So yeah, that is RVD and Jeff Hardy. I will say, before we leave the figures, these guys were in TNA together, and Jeff Hardy did turn heel and hit RVD at the end of Bound for Glory 10-10-10 with the World Championship. I know they went forward in trying to make Mr. Kennedy into a star, but I really think they should have done RVD and Rob Van Dam for the championship later at the next pay-per-view, maybe a ladder match. I know we've all seen them have ladder matches before. So yeah, that's it for today. Please like the video and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you thought. Also go and check out the other content on the channel. The 2K20 videos. The Otis and Mandy Rose ones are probably the most popular on the channel at the moment. There also is the unboxing of WrestleCrate on the channel now, as we finally got to 200 subscribers, so that was the special video that went up. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. So that is everything from today. Thank you, bye.